Musni, Kevin's brother-in-law. He's a teacher. He has recently become very committed to social distancing and taken up skydiving. So he is horizontally as well as vertically isolated. We are so glad that he came back down to earth so that he could entertain us with his comedy. Please give him a big welcome.
You guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Big thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Thanks, Heather. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for this comedy show. I'm pretty excited to be here. Just going to share a little bit of some of the recent stuff that's been going on. Last week was Mother's Day and my wife Vicky's birthday. So my brother-in-law Kevin hosted a Family Feud game over Zoom. Many of you were there. It was a good time. So here are a few gems that I wanted to share with those of you that maybe weren't there, and maybe those of you that might have forgotten. Name something a bird flies into. I might say a birdhouse or a tree, which we did. One answer we didn't get was the sky. What? Okay. Well, the next question, what advantages are there to being unemployed? Now, this was a tie between two 13-year-olds, my niece Alyssa and my son Noah. Alyssa says, drinking all day. Son Noah says, not having to wear pants. Proud parenting moments there for sure. Last question I want to share with you guys. What's the first thing you say to a couple with a new baby? Now, you might guess, what's the sex? Sure. What's the name or what's the weight? Which we all did. My oldest son, Josh. What nationality is your mailman?
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Well, that's all the time I have, guys. Thank you so much, and peace.
Thank you so much, Craig. It was awesome. I'm really happy to have him here, and on to our next performer. He is a professional comic and producer from LA, and according to his Laugh Factory profile, bio coming soon. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and rollerbladingbarefoot.com. Let's welcome Todd Doram.
So happy to be here, you guys. Yeah, she was mentioning I performed at the Laugh Factory, and Kevin reached out to me. He's asking me, "Hey, would you want to do a comedy show on Friday night?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem. I'll do a comedy show anytime under a few conditions. Condition number one, I want it to seem like I'm performing on a Plenty of Fish date with Melissa from Sacramento, just the two of us on a FaceTime date right here."
All right.
I also want it to look like I'm just performing right in Kylan's garage when he just got kicked out of the house for, playing video games too long. Definitely right in the middle of Scott Holcomb's house that 100% looks like he just bought it from the show Flip or Flop. No house I've ever seen. Looks like it was bought on Home and Garden TV, then that house right there. So that's fun. 100%. We're performing right now for Hannah Nienberg's Haunted House. That's 100% what's going on here. You can just look at the gallery view. I am scared that just looking into the camera will have Hannah steal my soul, and it just lives wherever they live, which is probably Topeka, but I'm not a mathematician. This is definitely one of my most memorable shows. I hate live audiences, or I hate in-person audiences. I would rather perform in Dave from Reno's guitar garage because he's so wealthy he has a garage dedicated to just one instrument, let alone the drum house that he owns in Malibu. But it's certainly fun to perform for Josh from Reno. He's taking a nice break from World of Warcraft to just join us here. It's either World of Warcraft or the guy is absolutely bringing down the airplanes. Why are your headphones so large? Josh, why are your headphones what do you need to listen to with that level of clarity, Josh? Nobody needs that. And I don't know about you guys, but it looks like John Boyle's on like either a second or third date with his wife or girlfriend. I don't know either way. That they just ate a nice casserole tonight, which probably is delicious and has tuna fish inside. Tuna fish is somewhere in that equation. But this is not about you guys. This is about you. We're all in a different, quarantine time. We're all at home. I'm performing from my mom's house. I've been quarantining at my mom's house for the past couple months. I've been quarantining also at her house for the past 3 years. What I'm trying to tell you guys is I live at my mom's house. That this got a little uncomfortable for my Plenty of Fish date. What's happening right now? I've really lost control over what's going on right here. But yeah, no, I'm excited. No, if you think I was joking, this is these are just plates that she has out. They have flowers on them. That's not something that I would have. There is an actual Good Housekeeping recipe book from the 50s, you guys. This is I do live here. This is, what's this has gotten awkward. What's everybody's social security numbers? What who's out there drinking? Who's drinking White Claw? Anybody got White Claw?
No.
Yeah. All right, Kylan. Your name is Kylan, and you're telling me you don't drink White Claw? Not even a name. You're trying to tell me your name is Dylan and Kyle combined, and you don't drink White Claw? Cool, bro. I guess I'm the asshole. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, let's give a big round of applause for Todd.
Thank you.
Yay! Yes, so now we come to our headliner. He is a very funny guy, but smell isn't everything. Thank you, social distancing. He is my friend. He is a math teacher in middle school, which is its own brand of toughness. He is hilarious. He is handsome. He is smart. Sorry, Kevin, I can't read the rest of your handwriting. Let's give a wherever you're from, welcome to Kevin.
Yeah. All right. Welcome. Welcome. Let's give one more round of applause for Todd. What a great set. And one more clap if he made fun of you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, come on. That was supposed to be you. I could have heard more applause for that. Welcome to the late show tonight. For those of you on the West Coast, you may have noticed the time change. If you were here last time, we did the show at 8 o'clock, and tonight we started at 8:30. How about on the East Coast? Anybody Eastern time zone? Make some noise if you're on the Eastern time zone.
Woo! One of me.
All right. They're either asleep or they aren't here. So anyways, but thank you, Annie, for coming out from the Eastern time zone. All right, so at least one person. But welcome. It looks like some of you guys got dressed up for the show tonight. All right. And some of you definitely did not. It's okay, we didn't notice. Any woman out there put on a bra getting dressed for the show? Bra for the first time today. I saw at least 3 hands right there. They were proud of that. They're like, yep. Hey, this is my quarantine, okay? I'm not gonna do it. I know there's a couple of you that still haven't put one on though. That's okay. We didn't notice. You're like, it's bad enough I had my face on camera. I'm not gonna put a bra on too. It's not a lot of good things in quarantine. Don't take that one from me. All right, well, happy quarantine. My quarantine's actually going pretty well. I'm getting used to it. I'm doing virtual teaching. I looked up virtual in the dictionary, and it means that I am almost teaching or nearly teaching. I'm doing something that kind of resembles teaching, which is true. My friends are complaining about the virtual teaching. All my teacher friends are saying how miserable it is, but they forget some of the benefits we actually have from the virtual teaching. For example, I now have a single button and can simultaneously mute all of my students. What I would have paid for that the last 18 years.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me, hey, Kevin, what are your top 5 superpowers? What would it be? Number 4, a single button to simultaneously mute all my students. It's wedged right in between invisibility and superhuman strength.
Mhm.
Some of you took that kind of seriously, okay? Just be like, what's 1 and 2? Okay, all right, I'll tell you. 2 was teleport, and 1 is the ability to sleep as well as my wife. But now that I'm virtually teaching, my students are emailing me all the time, all day long, during the night. I'm getting tons of emails, so I thought I'd share a couple with you. One of my students emailed me and was like, hey, you lost my assignment. I wrote back, I was like, hey, you need to come up with new excuses. And another student, I printed out a couple other emails that my kids wrote. I want to share them with you. One girl said to me early on, said, you didn't say no website, and we never used that Khan Academy, so I've been guessing. I wrote back, I was like, you know, that's probably fine. I think you're going to need more help than I can get virtually. And another girl wrote me an email, and I think she was trying to use sophisticated language to try to make herself sound smart. That didn't work. I'm going to read you the email, though, and the punctuation really wasn't there, but I'm going to try to put it in where I think she meant it to be. So, my family and my mental state have been put to a test, and I'm doing fine in all my other classes, but yours, I mean, you're better than last term right now. Back to it. I'm doing better in Khan Academy than I am in IXL, so I would like to negotiate with you on how I can make my process as a student and yours as my teacher, as you could say, easy. Well, have a great day. I wrote back and I said, I don't know what the fuck you're asking me. Have a great day too. And now I'm not just virtually teaching, I'm doing virtual comedy. And some people told me, they're like, wow, I can't believe you're taking on virtual comedy. That's such a tough venue. But some things are actually similar to live comedy. For example, I've already done 3 shows and made no money. Like Tom's laugh like 3 seconds later. Tom, I want you to come to all my shows. You can have free tickets the rest of my life. If the jokes go bad, I'm just going to cut to Tom. Everybody look like they're having a good time. And I'm going to record your laugh and sell it to other comedians that are doing videos. Be like, you want Tom's laugh? $5. I know why you got to laugh. You're like, hey, we're the lucky ones. We got it for free. We heard Tom laugh for free.
He's doing. You hear the tone in his voice.
The other day I was having
the other comedian.
Someone's talking, but I don't think to me. They're just talking. Feel free to take a phone call, whatever you need to do. If you don't mind, I'd like to tell the next joke. Let me know when you're available. So the other day, my stomach was messed up, and I took some Imodium AD just to stop it up, but I don't like doing that. I like my body to just work shit out. And then I was like, work shit out. That's a phrase I never thought I'd say literally. Literally, that word, that's a messed up word because we started using it wrong so much. They changed the definition. You guys can look this up. They have an added definition for literally. The new definition means not fucking literally. Word really has no meaning. It's because, you know why? We let that happen, okay? We need to take a stand. For next time someone, I hear someone be like, man, that joke was so funny. I was laughing so hard. I literally died laughing. No, you didn't. I agree, the joke was also funny. But at no point was this a near-death experience for you. So I think we should embrace figuratively. That's why we hear you guys start using. I want to hear a conversation like this. Hey man, how was Thanksgiving yesterday? Oh, it was awesome. I ate so much. Oh, the meal was so big. I figuratively gained 20 pounds. Wow. You literally used that word correctly. And that meal sounded amazing. Good luck working off that extra weight. As I told that joke, I realized the two people in the story sounded exactly the same. I'm just gonna assume they were brothers. I'm sorry that one did not get to go to Thanksgiving dinner. I used to live in Agora Hills, California, and I lived on a street called Gay Porn Drive. Called Cape Horn Drive. I hear you guys laughing. Some of like, what did he say? Gay porn? Did he live on Gay Porn Drive? Yeah, that's what it sounded like when he said it too. I started to get real nervous when I give him my address. He'd be like, what's your address? I'm like, it's 5423 Cape, C-A-P-E, Superman wears one on his back, space, H, this word does not start with a P, H, O-R-A, drive.
That's fucking awesome. Oh my God.
Every night before I go to bed, I have to put chapstick on before I go to sleep. And I don't have a joke about that, but that's true. That's ridiculous. I'm like, I can't sleep. I can't find my chapstick. Yeah, I've been seeing some births are still happening, and now in quarantine, they're kind of having to do things differently, and it reminded me of something. And I know Todd is about my age, and he also mentioned we got a lot of white people here. And I say that because it relates to the story. I don't have anything against white people. Some of my best friends are white people. I'm just telling you the story. Okay. Anyways, I was like, well, nowadays things are much different with technology and how kids name their babies. But I remember back in our day, I want to think about our parents, and I have an idea how they named us. They were like, hey, we need to get the baby name book. And this is how I imagine it. The couple decides to have a baby, and the next day, the woman gets the baby name book and brings it home all excited. Hey, honey, look what I got, the baby name book. And the man is never as enthusiastic about this endeavor, but the woman's like, hey, what do you think of Aaron? Let's work on boy names. I need a white guy to volunteer for this joke.
Oh dear.
Dave.
I'm guessing you're Michael and not Sandy.
That'd be Greg, yes.
Michael, let me tell you how I imagine your parents doing it, okay? This is how I think it happened. Your mom comes home and is like, hey, look what I got, the baby name book. And your dad is like, oh, we gotta work on this. And then she's like, well, what do you think of the name Brandon? And your dad's like, nah, I knew a guy in high school named Brandon. And then your mom's like, well, okay, I'll flip the page a little bit. How about Kylan? And your dad's like, what the fuck kind of name is that? and then she flips it again. It's like, how about Nathan? And your dad's like, do we have to work on this? He's like, I really don't want to go through the whole book. Is this really necessary? I mean, we're not even pregnant yet. And then your mom's like, hey, if you're not going to work on making the baby name, I'm not going to work on making the baby. Like, all right, go ahead. What do you think of Michael? I love it. Ever meet a white guy named Zach? His parents are persistent. And I also think black people got the baby name book, but they use it in a completely different way. But they got the same book, but they were like, hey, what do you think we should name her? Oh, how about Marquisha? Oh, I like that. Check and make sure it's not in that damn white people baby name book. That's my set for tonight. Thanks for coming, everybody.